There's a pseudo grand strategy that is also like a dynasty simulator that goes really in depth into that history with
Is
like
that Crusader
Ragnar
Kings?
Lothbrok and everyone. Yeah. It's got enough non-grand strategy elements that it's possible you might actually like to try it.
Well, I'm not into grand strategy either. Like,
I know, but
I've
I'm
tried
saying
grand
it's like
strategy and other things, but I don't know. It requires
it's
so
like
much thought.
you can even play it as if you're not playing anything that's grand strategy at all too. You can just role play.
What did I want to do? Oh yeah.
That's the only game by that development studio that I would say that all the other ones are definitely way too grand strategy for me. Crusader Kings is the Fast and the Furious grand strategy.
About family.
Yeah, it's all about
It's
family.
all about family.
Yeah.
Last joke, how are you doing? Kyle, how are you also doing?
I'm transporting.
I said, how
You
are you
need that
doing?
tractor?
I also need this tractor. So, give me a minute. Because we need to sow stuff. What do you need the tractor for? Yes?
I also learned a lot about history from those games. Like if I never played those games, I just went by what I learned in school. Like in school, they mention the Crusades, and they're like, "Yeah, the the people who did the Crusades were really evil, and they just did it for no reason, and the places they invaded did nothing wrong." But there were basically the same things the Crusades uh, done on Europe that they just never mentioned in school. Were you aware of that? Like, did
Probably
you ever
not.
hear about Turkish invasions of the Byzantine Empire and
I don't
stuff
think
like
that they
that?
were characterized as crusades, though.
Yeah, they weren't called Crusades, but it was kind of like the opposite.
What do you need the tractor for, Kyle? You never said.
Like 5 seconds.
I'm asking what you need it for. I'm just curious about what you're going to use it for. We should be able to get another tractor pretty soon. I'm just going to drop this off in the silo, and then you can have it.
Of course, the Crusades were also bad. There was even one. Uh, there was even a crusade where the Doge of Venice
The
convinced
Doge?
the crusade to just the leader was called a Doge. Um, he convinced this crusade, like, let's not invade the Holy Land. Let's invade Constantinople. So they did that, and they basically destroyed the Byzantine Empire at that point, and formed their own thing called the Latin Empire that fell like immediately. They did some weird shit.
As soon as we start selling off the horses, we should be able to afford a great many things, including a new tractor.
Yeah. A big tractor.
Maybe. We'll see how much it is. We'll be able to afford it, but we also have to keep in mind that I want to buy the breeding pen, the horse breeding pen as well. I'm not sure how much that is. Well, we should be able to afford both, and then after that, I'm not sure what else we'll have, because those are two pretty expensive items. I'll probably also buy the lime spreader as well at that point.
Those shoulder length rubber gloves and turkey basters can get expensive.
Yeah, it's true. And I don't know why they call those things turkey basters when obviously they're used for
It's
horse
a
insemination.
euphemism. They don't want to be the horse inseminator company. Yeah, this is definitely for basting turkeys.
I kind of want to get another small one too. It'd be nice to have more than one that can attach the fork and stuff.
Kyle just murdered Xerxes. With the
Kyle,
truck.
don't kill the horses. We need them.
Xerxes is lame now.
We need the horses. Well, we gotta have to shoot it now.
We've got to put them down and feed them to the chickens. I definitely didn't coordinate this with Kyle.
That's a half truth.
Or Xerxes.
Kyle, are you done with that? Jesus Christ. Not onto the field, Kyle! Not onto the field! Are you done with that tractor?
Yeah.
I think this farm has a new problem employee now. It's not me for once.
Couldn't catch up to you.
Xerxes, why are you 99% clean, you son of a bitch?
Xerxes is king of Persia. He doesn't have to take your shit. He can be as filthy as he wants.
Alright, I guess the horses are done.
Alright. Let me go a little bit faster. Not super faster, though, because I want to get this sewing started. I'm gonna do some soybeans again, I guess. Maybe get some money coming in from the crops. There we are. Alright. I'm gonna go a little faster. Let's skip the night again. I wanna get some money from these horses before we're done, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. unless we only skip the nights and don't worry about anything else. Because we only have about 30 minutes left. Wow, what are you doing? You better not get that harvester messed up. We need that still.
Well, I've got a combine harvester.
You have to push this now. wait. I'm okay. Oh yeah, I can't quite. This is how baby harvesters are made. Alright.
Why is traffic so aggressive?
I think Kyle is the #1 reason why we need another tractor that's able to use the forklift.
I was just switching vehicles and I got onto the pallet jack, and the instant I got onto it, Kyle used the pallet jack as a ramp and flew over me. Of course, now he's just trying to kill me.
Kyle, what is your ancestry? Do you know?
It's a
The
good thing
eldest-
we
British?
never
Also
had
British
this
all the way
type
back?
of tomfoolery on this farm before.
I mean,
Caltech.
Celtic is pretty cool.
Can you be more
It's nice.
specific?
Not really. No.
There's a lot of different Celtic.
Not really. I mean, it's
People from Scotland.
it's like Indo-European.
Celtics.
No, that's like all over Europe, really. Like in the West.
So you can't be any more
Germanic and-
specific
Not
than
really.
if
no.
they're from all over.
Scots are
No,
Gaelic.
it's like plebeian,
Sort
really.
of.
Like
Don't
hill
call
people and
the Scots
miners and
that.
stuff.
It's not nice.
I mean, more recently it would be like, I think it's German and American, North American.
I see. You have North American ancestry in your blood.
I think partly, yeah, because my surname is Americanized and there's a bunch of relatives in America.
Hmm.
Well, you're in the UK, so that kind of narrows it down a little bit with the Celtic.
It's almost time skipping time.
How do you know that you're Celtic and not like Anglo-Saxon?
I mean, Celtic is like really, it's a lot of different people. It's not just the Scottish.
Yeah, I know. Scottish or Gaelic.
All right, it's time.
It's a lot more specific. But Celtic isn't Germanic, for instance.
Hello,
No,
welcome.
it's like Indo-European though. It's like everywhere.
Welcome to time skip
Central
again.
Europe. Yeah, Central West Europe.
Yeah. A lot of, like, Gallic would be Celtic, right?
What are you doing, Kyle?
I'm stuck.
I see that. Come ride horses again.
Like a black screen.
Oh, it's because you were in the vehicle. That's why it said that we're time skipping so that you like exit the vehicle. Just
It'll
switch.
reset if you just get
or-
out and back in again.
Yeah.
I had to crash the car again.
Come ride horses. It's horse time again. It's horse time all the time.
You have to drive there though.
You don't have to drive here. You can just use the lawnmower teleport. That's why I have it.
Immersion?
That's why I have it. That's why I have it parked here.
Though.
Why do you hate immersion, Merg?
Yeah, people did move around back then, but not a lot. So, given that you're in the UK, it's possible that you could have come from anywhere that else were, but
Yeah, but
It's
if you consider
likely that it narrows it down quite a bit.
no, I wouldn't say it's like very plebeian bloodline. Just regular common people.
Yeah, the common people were way less mobile than other classes.
I wish horses had a horn that I could honk at you, Kyle.
A lot of commoners literally weren't allowed to move around.
Oh yeah.
How are we doing on the straw? We need to fill this thing with straw pretty soon. It's in the red now. We're not out yet, but we'll do it today. We'll get some straw in here. We'll get some hay. Oh, we got a third egg box.
How many can it hold?
20. To be fair, I didn't buy that many chickens. We only have like 9 chickens, so... And I'm pretty sure it can hold like
They
over
don't
100.
decay, right?
I don't believe so, no. Just leave them there.
So, how do you know you have Celtic blood? Is it a DNA test thing, or just something?
No, it's just the family really.
I don't see a third horse going up. Kyle? Better get on a horse. Better get your ass on a horse.
Get your ass on an ass.
We don't have any donkeys. Are you insulting our thoroughbred horses?
Well, we didn't breed them.
Not yet.
We will be, though. We will be. That is the goal.
You're a goal.
Your face is a goal.
It's actually a really nice thing to say to each other. His face doesn't exist, though. So it's an unattainable goal.
That's fine. I've been in Men of La Mancha before. I know about unattainable goals.
Do you know about unobtainium?
Yes, I do.
Transport finished.
Nice. Lost Oak is getting us some money. It is happening.
The last few contracts have been really high, so I just like, well, I have to do them. They've all been like 10k at minimum. The contract before was 16.
But as soon as these horses are done, which should be, God, it's probably going to be at least one more day, possibly another 2 days. We're going to get 400,000 buccarinos.
We'll see what the next transporting contract pays in like a minute or two.
You know, red hair is kind of like the god of horses. He was that famous.
Why isn't that a video game? God of Horses,
God of horses.
starring Kratos' horse.
Kratos had a horse.
No, he didn't. He didn't. But this would be
His horse was Anger.
yes. That's what he rode all the time.
Oh, he's not so angry anymore.
No.
Now.
Yeah, he has dad anger though.
So it's simmering frustration.
Yes.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
Don't be
I'm
sorry.
not a fan of the story of that game.
Which one? The new one?
The new one. Yeah.
No, you don't like the
It
story.
doesn't-
What's wrong
it
with the
doesn't
story?
It doesn't really fit with the mythology. And,
What do you mean?
The identity of his son doesn't really make sense.
Well, yeah, but I mean, God of War has never really, as a series, has never really been that mythologically accurate.
I know, but there should be a reason. Like maybe they have a reason in mind. That's cool. I don't know, but it just strikes me as something that doesn't make sense at this point.
Maybe it'll be visited in the sequel that's supposed to come out
That's possible.
next year, I think.
I'm not discounting the possibility that they have some sort of idea behind it.
It was a fun game, and I liked the characterizations and stuff.
Yeah, the story probably isn't even really important to it. I just didn't like it because of that.
To be honest, that part of the story doesn't like really even matter until the very end, and even then, it's more of just a reveal
Yeah.
instead of having any actual
It's
impact.
it's kind of a. It wasn't a good reveal to me either, because it doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, didn't need to know that, and don't care, and
It's gonna
doesn't
have.
matter.
I'm sure it's gonna have more. It's gonna matter more in the next game.
Could be.
It's leading to something.
Considering the next game is
transport
called
job is
Ragnarok.
14K.
I mean, Kratos' ancestry didn't really make that much sense in his games. It did, but it didn't. Like, it just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah. But that is another thing that they didn't even need to really expound on. Like, who cares what his ancestry is?
Well, it does explain why he's so, like, strong. And is
Yes.
able to do the things that he does.
All because Zeus can't keep it in his pants.
Everything that happens is because Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants.
It's true. I tried to
Dare
jump
you.
over you. I tried to jump over you, but I couldn't do it.
It's not how you're supposed to handle potential horse collisions. Okay, Blackbeard, you're done. You'll never work in this town again.
Finished. Finished, Blackbeard. Kyle, I started playing Sekiro on Mondays.
Oh yeah.
I thought you'd like to know since it's a Souls-ish game. I don't know if you've ever played it though. Have you played it?
No, I haven't.
It's kind of hard.
Isn't it console?
No, it's on
Console
PC.
only.
No, it's on PC.
Oh, okay.
Bloodborne is the only one that's... Well, Bloodborne and Demon Souls are the only ones that are stuck on console.
That's because
Hmm.
Sony's hanging on to those.
Although you can play Demon Souls on PC if you do certain things.
Are you advocating piracy?
Of course not. You should own the game, but... I mean, emulation isn't illegal, so you can emulate it. And that's fine. As long as you're playing your own bought game.
Sekiro is okay. I mean, I've watched playthroughs, but it's not my kind of game.
It is a bit different. It does remind me a little bit more of Jedi Fallen Order in terms of like the gameplay, in terms of the combat, more than a Dark Souls.
It's also just a setting. I don't really care for it.
You don't like the Japanese setting?
Not really.
You're not enough of a weeb to appreciate it.
Not really, no.
That's fair.
I really like the medieval fantasy, but not that stuff really.
Are you looking forward to Elden Ring?
Kind of. I'm not too sure.
Are you like cautiously optimistic, or are you expecting it to not be that great?
More like I just don't like FromSoft that much.
No, I thought you loved all the like Dark Souls games.
Yeah, yeah.
That's basically
but, like,
what it is.
FromSoft, I don't like just how silent they are about everything, really.
Mm.
They did kind of starve their fan base a bit with practically saying nothing about Elden Ring for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they've been forever, really. And like, it was tolerable when there was only like a couple-year gap between games.
I wish they would make another Armored Core.
Yeah.
I could go for like
Yeah,
a
they don't
modern
say
Armored Core
anything
game.
about it.
Do they even remember that they made Armored Core?
Yeah, they just
think-
abandoned their games.
Yeah, I don't think they even remember that they made a Gundam game. They made the Unicorn Gundam game for PS3, which is actually a pretty good game. But I don't think that anybody remembers that it exists.
They should
Bam
make-
go Namkai, wondering why their Gundam games don't sell well in the US, only port the bad ones.
They should make another of those games that was like a mech game and it came with a $100 controller.
Steel Battalion.
Yeah,
Who made Steel Battalion? Who was it that made that game?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, they could make a game like that requires like a VR setup. That would be like
Yeah.
the perfect setup for it, because you can do like any controls you want in VR. My cousin
Gross,
has
giving me 6 pallets this time.
my cousin got a Rift, an Oculus Rift, and he keeps on wanting me to give it a try, and I'm like, you know, sure, but I don't know.
Do you even have
Rather,
space for it?
rather play on an Index. Yeah, if I move some stuff around, I have enough space.
I don't want Facebook to know the dimensions of my skull.
Well, I mean, you do have to, like, sign up for Facebook and sign into Facebook in order to use the
I
Oculus
know, I
Rift.
hate that. That's so stupid.
It is really dumb. Plus, I think the Rift is one of those that, like, I'm not even sure if you can play games on a computer with it. I think it's one of those where you have to, like, load games onto it like a mobile device. and then you play games on the Rift, which means that like even if you have like a powerful computer, it doesn't matter. You can't like do anything with it. It's all on the headset.
That's bizarre if true.
I could be wrong, but I'm not sure that I am.
I've never heard anything about that, but I'm not really surprised.
That's
how it works.
Well, mostly it's because my cousin, when he was describing it, he was describing when I asked him, "Oh, does it connect to your computer?" and he said, because it's not like really a huge like computer guy, but he said, "Oh yeah, you know, you connect to the computer and then you download the apps from the computer." I said, "Oh, right, one of those." So yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's one of those where you just put the app on the Oculus Rift and it displays it. Because that's like what the Rift does.
But one of my lighthouses is dead, so it's not really usable.
How much do those cost just to get a replacement?
$200.
$200 just for a lighthouse?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus. Can you not like? Do they not have like a warranty or anything? Can you like replace it?
No. No.
Oh, God.
You know, I appreciate VR technology has advanced as far as it has, but it is not something a lot of people can really invest in.
No. I mean, you can get something for fairly cheap. Like you can get like a Rift or like a smaller kind of self-contained VR device for like $200, which isn't bad. And if you're gonna spend $200 on like a Wii Switch, you know, you can buy a VR headset, but it's not necessarily like the best experience.
Yeah, I would sooner buy a lighthouse than I would buy like a PS5. I haven't bought a console since PlayStation 3. Well, I did buy a Switch for my nephews, but that doesn't really count. I've never even played a game on it.
PS4 has some pretty good games, I think. Like God of War was a pretty good game. Bloodborne is a pretty good game. There's some others.
PS4's exclusives are the whole reason why I even got a PS4 between the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4.
It's the only reason to get a console anymore, is the exclusives, and only if they're if they're good.
My last console was the backwards compatible PS3.
I also have the backwards compatible one.
It probably doesn't even work anymore though.
I
Probably
wish
just broken.
I wish the PS3 didn't have built-in hardware-based HDCP because it makes it difficult to stream games from it. Like I streamed was it Eco from that, I think? And it was problematic like the entire way through.
Did you stream Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, I did. Although I streamed that via emulator, as I recall, because I couldn't get my I had to buy this little dongle that goes between the PS3 and my capture card, because my capture card doesn't support the HDCP like standard or whatever, the content protection standard.
Yeah.
So I had to have this little dongle that essentially strips that out. And but the problem was it wasn't every few minutes, it was every like maybe half hour, 45 minutes it would glitch out slightly, where the game would like freeze for a couple of seconds and then continue on. But doing that also meant that the sound would get desynced after a while.
I think we're done.
Yeah, I think we're done. So it's just like really annoying to use, and so I stopped using it. And then eventually it actually got like slightly broken. Like I think I left it plugged in because I didn't think that it was a bad thing to leave it plugged in, but apparently leaving it plugged in meant that it was constantly powered even when I'm not using it, and I think it got like burnt out. So
dumb.
yeah, so like
And it hasn't.
kind of dumb that it has to be plugged in the first place, but yeah, that's that's why that's why I haven't done any a lot of games that I would like to do. Because like I would love to stream through like the Metal Gear Solid series, and I have all of the games and they're all playable on, they would all be playable on my, my PS3 because I have the backwards compatible one, but I can't stream from my PS3 because of that stupid thing. So the PS4 also has the content protection protocol or whatever, but the PS4 you can turn it off in the menus. It's not like hardware based, but the PS3 one you can't turn it off. It's built into the hardware. So I can stream games on my PS4 just fine, but not my PS3.
Kind of just weird though.
What?
It's like having an electrical item in your house that's like specifically designed to burn your house down at some point.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was gonna burn my house down. It was just burnt out in it. Like the internals were kind of burnt out. It like got a little overheated.
There's a reason that boomers unplug everything.
What do you say? You're very quiet again.
There's a reason that boomers unplug everything when they're not using it.
I guess so. I'm gonna get some straw and hay for the horses. Well, there's also like if a lot of the things you use that have the big like the big plug, the big like box plugs, those will continue sapping power, even if you're not like using them, if you leave them plugged in.
Yeah. Insurance claim.
Lisa needs braces. Insurance claim. Lisa needs braces.
Yeah.
So I have been thinking about streaming some older games that I do own, but I have been considering just using emulators, which I have already done. Shadow of the Colossus did that. I do have Shadow of the Colossus. I have Shadow of the Colossus twice over. I have Shadow of the Colossus original, and I have the PS3 remaster.
There's a PS3 remaster.
I thought so. I have one of the remasters.
Didn't they recently redo it?
Yeah, I think there might be a PS4 one too. The PS4 one I think is more of a remaster. The PS3 one is more of a
HD.
yeah, it's like an HD version, not like a remaster.
What resolution?
I don't know.
Better be 4K.
We don't need that many oats. That's alright. Do haste. We are almost done with the stream, although we only have a couple minutes left. I want to finish refilling the pens, and then that's basically it. They've gone this way. I'm still trying to decide what to do for the old school game that I put up on the poll. I haven't actually decided specifically which game I wanted to do. Because I listed, you know, the poll on YouTube had action and manage-y and old school. And I already knew what I wanted to do for the manage-y game.
What?
I'm not telling you. I like to keep it a secret.
Fine, keep your secrets.
But I do already know. And I do already have it. I don't have it installed yet, but I mean, Sekiro is going to take a while. And then, but for the old school game, I haven't decided yet. It is going to be an older game, certainly, because that's, I mean, what I called it, but trying to decide.
I still want to see you play Medieval Peasant Simulator.
I should. Maybe I'll put that on the list for after the old school game. You did buy it for me. I haven't forgotten.
Well, I didn't buy it. I got it for free, but...
No. You gave it to me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get it for free, but I would have gotten it regardless, because it's part of Humble. It was part of Humble choice thing.
Yeah.
Kyle, did you play KCD? You did, didn't you? I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game.
I do want to play
Even
it.
better now, apparently.
To be fair, I forget about it when I'm like looking at new games or games to play. Like I just honestly forget about it.
Do you think Merg will be too frustrated by it?
ACD?
Yeah.
Nah, because there's a lot of stuff to read on that.
Yeah.
What do I need?
Maybe the sword fighting mechanic.
I told him when I gave it to him that he needs to actually practice things. And not just think you're gonna be a badass right at the start.
I mean, that's fine. I have seen the game a little bit. Not a lot. Mostly because everybody I watch doesn't really stick with it for that long.
Do they have reasons why they quit, or do they just move on to something else?
I think they just move on. A lot of YouTubers don't usually tell you why they stop playing a game. They just kind of make a video, and then like the next day they have a video of a different game that they've started, and they don't really discuss why they stopped.
Are they typically the kind of YouTuber that plays a game for many videos in a row?
I think they usually try to finish the games they play unless they... I should have gotten this wrong. Or my hands right.
A lot of the times it could be that the player kind of got bored, or there wasn't enough interactions with that video that they just decided to let it go.
Yeah, that could just be that the video didn't get popular enough. I, on the other hand, don't let that kind of stuff bother me. I don't give a shit if a video is popular. I just play what I want because nobody's watching me anyway. I do have some viewers, and I thank you, each and every one of you viewers, for watching my videos. But I'm not like, if I was like really popular and like had to do this as like a job, then I would be more interested in what people found popular or watchable or not. Because I would need to, I would need that.
Hmm.
Yeah, Kevin rarely plays the same game for very long. It's almost always a new game every video.
He also cuts his videos, doesn't he? He doesn't just like show raw.
Yeah, he
footage.
does a lot of editing.
Cuts out a lot of the dead air.
Yeah.
I could cut out a lot of the dead air when I upload these, but as I have said many times before, I am very lazy.
There's a lot more to it than just cutting out the dead air.
Yeah, but a lot of YouTubers
basically
will
a
just do
full-time
that.
job for somebody other than him. He doesn't even do it himself. His editor probably works more than he does.
Yeah. I think if I get another like small tractor, I want to keep it up at the horse area and just use it for horse
that's
stuff.
what the lawnmower was for.
No, that's for teleporting there. The lawnmower can't do stuff like haul straw and stuff that the horses need. I was thinking we would have a vehicle here that is just used for horse upkeep. I'll just go this way. We can get like a cheap tractor to do that. Like we don't need anything too expensive. Just something that is able to haul a small trailer.
Is a cheap truck more expensive or less expensive than a cheap tractor?
A cheap truck is probably less expensive, but I'm not sure a cheap truck can do the hauling that we need with this trailer. This trailer is kind of big. Even though it's a small trailer, it's still fairly big, and I'm not sure that the truck can pull it.
Why don't you test it?
I mean, you can. Kyle can help me test it. Let me put this away. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to, though. All right, Kyle, where are you? I passed by you a second ago, but where are you at now? Try to hold that. No, try to haul it. Don't bump into it. Try to haul it. No.
That is not hauling.
Why?
I like how you magically set chocks for it when you... Oh, I think what we determined is that the truck is too low, so it's janky.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's working.
It seems to be working.
It actually is working a lot better than I expected it to be. So maybe I can just get another truck. It's just doing a lot of drifting. Kyle, haul it all the way up to the horse area to drop it off. See if you can. Try not to bump into things. It's actually working a lot better than the other trailer. I said don't bump into things. Yeah, I think we should be able to just buy this. Although having having a small tractor that is able to do the forklift would also not go awry for the horse and animal area. because we could use the forklift, or we could use the bucket to transport smaller things like for the wheat for the chickens, and even the straw. Stuff that doesn't need a lot.
And the tractor still has a hitch on it, so it could also use the trailer as well.
Yeah. Because we don't need this trailer. Even though this is a small trailer, we don't necessarily need a full trailer for everything. Because like the wheat, the chickens don't eat a lot of wheat. We can easily just use the bucket for that. I think we can use the bucket for the straw. The oats and the hay, I think we'd need the trailer for. But all right, Kyle, put it away. Go put it under the roof. Go put it under the roofed thing. That's right there. Jesus, what are you doing?
He's stuck.
Kyle, do you want me to drive? Austin Powers your way through this little narrow passageway?
Have you guys seen that since you brought it up, have you ever seen the novelization of Austin Powers?
No, I have not. I didn't realize that one existed, but it's not surprising that one does. Every movie gets a
I heard that
novelization.
it's funny.
It's funny because it says like like Austin groovily looked over. It's really bizarre like that. I read like them describing the scene where he got the cart stuck into that corridor.
You don't have to back it in if you want. You can just drive in through the other side. This trailer is kind of a bitch to back up with. Just kind of drive in through the side of it and just make sure it's under the roof. And just leave it. We were supposed to end the stream like 10 minutes ago, by the way. That's what I'm saying. Just drive in. Just drive in front ways from the side.
If you're gonna back up with this trailer, you kind of have to do it absolutely straight.
Oh my god. All right, Kyle. All right, Kyle. That's enough. It's okay.
This is fine. This gives me a chance to finish this transportation.
Just like drive right in. Just drive in front ways. It's fine. Oh my god, what are you doing? No. Now you're completely stuck. Now you're actually completely stuck. Alright, there you go. I was actually gonna get out and cut the tree down.
Money.
Nice. 14K. Yeah, just do this. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine right there. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. No. No, don't.
Do a flip.
Don't do this. Just drop it. Just detach. Just detach from it. Ah, my head.
Hello, viewer. We're actually about to end.
Yeah, and Merg apparently.
Let's go. We are done. Let's finish. We're 10 minutes over. We're done. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.